Okay guys, so I'm going to show you guys my outfit real quick that I wore for today. So today, basically, for my sorority, it was badge attire. So basically, you wear like business casual or like your Sunday best. Notice how like my earrings in, and yeah, you can see like my deodorant. But this is our pin that all the new members get, and we wear this pin until we get like our actual badge, I think. So I just have like this blue tank top shirt on, and it's actually reversible, so like this, there's also this color, so I wanted to wear like the dark blue. And then I have my light blue jeans, and then I'm just gonna go down like this. I have these shoes that I wore. So we have to be in like badge attire until 5 this evening. So I'm staying in these clothes just in case I leave my room. I only had one class, so that's my outfit, you guys. And I have my spreadsheet and my earrings. Hey guys, so I'm gonna talk to you guys about how, okay. That's how this video, was Big Little reveal a couple days ago. So today's Saturday. Big Little reveal was on Wednesday. So I'm gonna like basically just like talk to you guys about how my sorority did Big Little, and of course you guys get to see a little bit of our reveal. So okay, so last week Friday, the way like my sorority does it is the girls who can be bigs, who don't have littles, pick like the girls who will basically go on dates with the new members of the sorority, and they kind of just message us like on DM us on Instagram, or if they already have our number, they text us, or they like DM us on Instagram and then like say like, hey, what's your number? And then they're like, hey, like, what are you doing on this day? Like, do you want to like go somewhere or whatever? So so my friend Ray and I were both in the same sorority. We weren't friends until like we joined the sorority, and we were like, hi, like, nice to meet you. But me and her have become like really good friends, and so we hang out sometimes, like whenever we can, and we both like have the same two people to go on dates on. So one of the girls, Amber, we went to a sushi place here that's like not too far away from where we go to school at. And then the other girl that I went on a date with, Rachel, we went to DQ, and I got a shake. I got something. I forgot what I got. I think it was a shake. But yeah. So on Friday, we basically had to rank our dates, like our number one, like who we want out of a big and like second or whatever, like what girl like we relate to the most, and basically like what girl do you see yourself being able to go to for personal things, because yeah, you're in a sisterhood, you can basically be able to go to all the girls in your sorority like for personal issues that you're having or something, but like maybe like who you see yourself being able to just go to without any question. And that's kind of like how like a couple of us like girls like went about ranking the other girls. We just kind of did it based on like who do we see ourselves being able to go to with a problem about anything, and not ever, you know, questioning like, should I really be going to this person, telling them this, like even though we're sisters, blah blah whatever. Who you connect with the most, who you have more things in common with, things like that. And so for me it was super hard like kind of picking who I like, kind of like ranking. It was really hard because I'm a very indecisive person and I cannot make my own, like it's so hard for me to make my own decisions. Like I always have to have people's input. And so Friday like evening, I just made my ranking and I was just like, I'll be happy with whoever I get. But then I kind of like knew like in the back of my mind like who I was gonna get out of my bag. I'm sorry. I'm watching Netflix. I'm watching Friends. What's new? I'm on like season 9, in the middle of season 9 actually. But anyway, going back to what I was talking about. So like in the back of my mind, like I kind of knew who my big was gonna be, but like I didn't want to get my hopes up, and I was like, I'd be like really happy for whatever girl I get. So Rayanne was like, over the weekend, she's like, we're gonna be twins. Like we're gonna get the same big. We're gonna be twins. And I was like, we're not gonna be twins. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna end up being twins. like we're gonna be twins. So like I was talking to like the girls in my sorority, like, and was like, hey, like who do you think your big's gonna be? Like, oh yeah, I think that's gonna be your big. You know, like, cause we kind of like all kind of was like had like, ooh, I think so and so's gonna be my big, you know. And so we had our big little reveal on Wednesday, and we had to wear our white dresses. And we basically everything that we're gonna be able to like do, everything we're gonna be doing is basically gonna be at nighttime, except for like bid day. I'm pretty sure bid day is gonna be the day. But a lot of the stuff that we are gonna be doing is gonna be at night, and like not really at night, but super late at night, like after 10, because we have a lot of people who are a part of GTA and also dance majors. So they have dance rehearsal, and sometimes it runs super late. Like we were supposed to get to the house at 10:30 to like go ahead and start, but two of our girls who are dance majors, they ended up having to stay late for rehearsal. They weren't being let out until like 11 when they were let out. And they have to run, go back to their dorm, change into their white dresses, come over to the house. And so basically the way they did it was, in the house they had all the lights off and all the doors closed. And each of us was given a string, and at the end of the string, to figure out whose string this goes to, had our name on a piece of tape written in Sharpie. And we had to go through the house in the dark, trying to untangle the string and going through the house and like taking the yarn off of like furniture stuff and whatever. And so it was so funny because, you know, it was dark and some of the girls were afraid of the dark, and the emergency lights in the house were on. And so we were singing songs and like laughing and just having so much fun. Like it was so much fun. And I had to go through the kitchen, the little laundry room, then we all had to go upstairs, and it was super easy for me. Like I was like, oh, this is easy. So at the end, so upstairs, there's 2 ways to get upstairs. You have going through the back of the house and then going to the front of the house. Well, we started at the back of the house, and there's a door upstairs, and it was closed, but we had to go through the door. So we started yelling for our new member educator. We were yelling her name because we were like, this door is closed, and she said that all the doors should be closed, and that we shouldn't open up a door, but the rest of our string leads out this way. So we were staying there for like 5-10 minutes, just kind of like staying there, like thinking like, what are we gonna do? We're yelling her name, she wasn't answering us, so we were like, you know what, we're just gonna open up this door and see what happens. So we opened up the door, and there was more string. And this was when it kind of got a little tricky for me, because I'm like 5'7.5", almost 5'8", right? But I'm not growing anymore. And I'm literally having to jump to get my yarn off of some of the stuff that was really high up. And I was like, oh my gosh. So the girls were on the steps going downstairs, and my string was wrapped around the ledge of the staircase. And I looked over and I looked down and I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, okay, let me do this without dropping my string down. So we're all on the stairs, and we were like singing and laughing, and we hear the collegiate members in the formal room, banging on the wall, like saying like little, like they were saying like stuff or whatever, like being like, hey, like little, like where are you, blah blah whatever. And so something happened or whatever, and a couple of our girls were on the stairs and they screamed, and I started laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, like why are we screaming? So then we go down the steps, and this was when I started getting stressed out, because there were two little poles that are like two little skinny poles, and they're like right next to each other, and my string was kind of wrapped around it a little bit, and I had this big ball of string just in a ball, and I had to try to get it in like between like the poles or whatever, and I was sitting there for like a couple of minutes like trying to get it done, and it wouldn't work. So there was another girl who was trying to get her yarn through like from like the door or whatever. The other girls were waiting for us with our new member educator, and I'm like sitting there, like I'm standing there and I'm like, oh my gosh, like why won't it go? So I started getting stressed out, and then next thing you know, glass breaks. Well, I thought it was one of the girls in my PC who broke glass, but then it wasn't. It was actually one of the collegiate members who knocked on the panel too hard and glass broke. So two of the other collegiate members, they came out of the formal room and they told us not to touch the glass, and they picked it up, and then one of the girls came over and was like, are you like, what are you stuck on? I was like, it won't go through. I was like, it's tangled. So then one of the girls had came and was like, she was trying to get it, and then she was like, do you care if I pop it? I was like, no, you can pop it. So she pops the string, and then we go on, and we were standing there by the door was closed, and our new member educator was like, okay, close your eyes, you're gonna go in a line, your eyes are gonna be closed, and you're gonna keep holding your string, and your big is at the other end of the string, and they're gonna kind of like pull you towards them. So we're like, okay, eyes closed, oh my gosh. So my friend Rayanne, she went before me, she went in front of me, and like my eyes are closed, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't like this, like oh my gosh, like what if I bump into something? I'm like, I'm clumsy with my eyes open. Closing my eyes only gonna make it worse. So our big, who was in front of us, her name's Amber, she was like, open your eyes, and I opened my eyes, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, and then there's like screaming and like talking and laughing, and like they're taking pictures, they're taking videos, and they're doing everything. And then I look over to and of course Rayanne and I were twins, of course, and I look over and it was really confusing at first, because we were like, wait, what? We were so confused, but it was super. Okay, so I forgot to add why I was confused. So the reason why I was really confused after my big had revealed who she was because my big and okay, so my fake big and my actual big had planned to do like a little switcheroo type thingy, where my fake big had pretended to be my big and my twins big, and my actual big had pretended to be the other two girls' big. So they had planned this. When they found out who their littles were gonna be, they planned to do a little switcheroo thing, which you can't do that with me because I have to have like a minute or whatever to process everything, and I'm like standing there like looking at you like, wait, what? So that's why I was super confused. My little was kind of confused. The other two girls were like, wait, like what? But you guys will definitely you guys are going to be able to see why like our our confusion in our face. So I'm gonna insert the clip, the video of me finding out who my big was, and you're sorry so much. You're dragging me after me. Oh my goodness. Open your super funny, super fun. And after that, we had our little ritual we had to do. And then after that, we had to close our eyes again and go into our TV room. And as our eyes are closed and we're walking, you hear like really hard like footsteps, almost as if like people are running. And it was our bigs running into the TV room to stand by our baskets that they had made for us. And so we go in the TV room, we open up our eyes, and there's our big. We already knew who our big was, but our big was sitting next to our baskets that they made us. And we like run over to our big and we give him a hug, and then we get our baskets and we like look through it. So we're sitting on the ground like looking through it, and I'm over here like freaking out of like because of like all the stuff that I got. It's so cute. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I love it. And yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys like this now. Oh my god, because you guys are probably like tired of hearing me ramble. Like, so okay, this is my crate. It's in my favorite color, so I was like really excited about that. Yeah, okay. My favorite food is tacos. I love tacos. So she did let's talk about my little. I was like, this is so cute. Like, I'm gonna have to like get Velcro and like put it on my wall. And then I have this other one. So it says Delta 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 on it. It should be cute. And then we have a trident here. I think that's what it is. Pretty sure it's called a trident. Okay, and then we have these little pins. You can't really see it because it's really small. And they've made us, our bigs made us these little boxes to put like our badges in and everything. Oh, but that's super cute. We have my paddle here. It's my paddle. And it's just a leap a pack. And so basically we had to like write down our favorite quote. And mine is, throw me to the wolves and I'll come back leading the pack. And my sweet babe was like, that is so true for you. She was like, because you're basically kind of like a leader for us. And I was like, yeah, I'm here. Okay. She got me my favorite candy. Swedish Fish is literally my favorite candy. So I have Swedish Fish and Sour Patch Kids. And then we have a St. Jude sticker because that's our philanthropy, St. Jude. And then cute little mug, and it just has an S on it. So she has the same one with an R because her name is Rachel. That's my big. She plays volleyball. She's really tall. She's so funny. And then my twin, her name is Rayanne, so she also has an R on hers too. And then I love sushi, so I got sushi socks. And then taco socks with glitter on it. And I saw these and I was like, oh my gosh, they're socks. I love socks. And then we just have a whole bunch of t-shirts. Okay, so this is one of them. This is a long sleeve. And it's family weekend. And then on the back, it's like a pumpkin spice and everything nice. Delta, Delta, Delta. And then I have this one. Just looks like that. It has the deltas on it. Well, it just has, yeah, Delta, Delta, Delta. And then there's this one, which is like a baseball, softball themed one. This is the back. Then we have this one here. And this is May Day 2016. That's something that we do here at the school. I don't really know what it is, but my school does a lot of traditions. And then I have this shirt. My favorite TV show is Friends, so I finally have a Friends shirt. And then I have this. This is my favorite shirt so far. It's a jersey. It's super cute. Like, I love it. And then this one is a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air kind of one. It's super pretty. Love the colors. And then my last shirt is this one. So I love it. I love my crate. It's so freaking cute. It's literally like, it's my favorite colors. and I was like, oh my gosh, I love my big. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that she's my big. Like, oh my gosh, I almost cried. Like, I was already on the verge of tears trying to get my string untangled from the pole, and I found out who my big was, and I almost started crying because I was so happy. But after that, we were just kind of like chilling, and then some of us went to Cookout, some of the other girls went to Waffle House, some of them went to Dunkin' Donuts. And so I got back to my hot dorm room at like 1:30 in the morning, and then I went to my hallmate's room, and I was in there for like almost an hour, and then I couldn't go to sleep until 4 because I can't sleep in the heat because it's really uncomfortable for me. So this past week it's been really hard for me to go to sleep during like the nighttime because it is so hot, and we have 2 fans but it's like not working. So my half of the hall, we're getting a new air conditioning because ours is broken. So that's lovely. So I don't know when I don't know when bid day is. Yeah, I don't know when bid day is. I don't know the theme of it, but hopefully like I will be able to vlog bid day. I really hope I am, because that would be really fun to vlog bid day. But make sure you guys like and subscribe to this video, and I will I will definitely be posting like more sorority videos because like why not? Hi guys.